You there! Artemis sent you to save me!
Time to die!
Many thanks, Two Legs. Leave me behind the temple. Blessings to you, Two Legs. I am Zoe, daughter of Artemis. Thanks for freeing me from the Stone Dwellers earlier.
Who are these people you call Stone Dwellers?
They came from the west years ago, and cut down our forests and dug up our earth to build their stone buildings.
Two Legs? As opposed to what?
Our four-legged brothers and sisters, of course. We are all equal. Our souls are the same.
I haven't put much thought into that.
You should. We both have animal instincts.
I learn new things every day. You seem to be in a tight spot. Looked like you could use a hand.
I was outnumbered. No room to run. Now that I'm free, I can plan our revenge against the Stone Dwellers.
Our revenge? Who else is involved?
My four-legged brothers and sisters, the woodland creatures. We'll have our revenge on the Stone Dwellers who steal from our island.
The Stone Dwellers have many weapons and defenses. They won't be easy targets.
That's why I need my furry friends. Will you free them like you freed me? In return for your help, I'll give you my finest bow.
Animals should not be caged.
I knew we were kindred spirits. My four-legged brethren are held in 2 camps in the deforested area. Release them all so they may run free once again.
Consider it done. Her caged family is in the deforested area. The logging camp. The camp. This must be the logging camp. Where could the cages be? I should watch my step around.
This won't take long. What? Who's not beating me?
Gods! Fire out!
Come on, show me how you. Fuck! Help me!
These wolves will want blood once released. I should be careful. Easy. 4 legs. I'm a friend of Zoe's. Nice 4 legs. Don't bite. I'm here to free you.
away from here! Come on, coward! Found you!
Don't worry, I'll end this soon.
For the gods! You'll never No!
These wolves will want blood once released. I should be careful. Oh, easy. 4 legs. I'm a friend of Zoe's. Zoe will want to know that all the wolves are free. I freed all the wolves, but they were enraged and quickly attacked me. I had to defend myself.
You were supposed to free them, not kill them. I thought you were one of us. At least they died free and not in cages. The others you rescued will help me take revenge on those stone dwellers.
Mistios.
That's a lot of chopped trees. The lumber would be a fine addition to any ship.
Everyone knows the finest lumber comes from Chios. But the Malaka in charge of Lesbos keeps trading our product with other city-states. He's gaining influence, and we are losing profits.
Leaders have a duty to serve their people and their land.
Agreed. This leader is guided by self-interest and greed, pure and simple.
Then he's no leader.
Exactly. And if we remove the source of the problem will disappear with it. The people of Lesbos deserve to benefit from its resources. Can I hire you to help?
I can take care of the problem. Where can I find the leader of Lesbos?
He lives in Mytilene. When he's not at home, he's inspecting the troops in the fort or praying to his chosen god. You know, anything to avoid real work.
Lesbos is a bountiful place. Why does the leader use all of Chios's resources?
Damned if I know. We keep chopping down all our trees and killing all our animals for Mytilene. Soon we won't have anything left.
I'll remove the problem in Mytilene for you.
When you're finished, I'll send the reward to your ship.
I should look for the leader in his home, the fort, and the temple. The watch will be vigilant here. Another gap in the Athenians' control.
I worry too much. Keep your
Enjoy, Hades!
Losing here is not an option.
Certainly. Sir, yes, sir. Keep your guard up.
Let's go! She won't get far. Yes, sir.
No leaving my side! Keep your guard up for honor!
For Ares! What? Get away from her!
Let's end this!
What are you?
Go! Victory!
An illusion! It must be!
They're
Accept your dead, eagle bearer!
Of course, another contest.
Thank the gods! Emisthios!
What's wrong?
My husband's been murdered, and my 2 sons taken. Bandits have taken over our farm in the Forests of Tears, and I fear they'll turn them into slaves.
Bandits typically move from place to place. They don't own farms and take slaves.
You're right. That farm wasn't always ours. We paid the bandits for it. And when we couldn't keep up the payments...
I'm sure you had no choice. But you're right to worry about your sons.
The bandits' leader. He said my family would serve as a warning to others.
You're sure there's nothing else he should tell me?
Yes. I'm sorry I tried to hide the truth. I'll find a way to repay you, if you can bring me back my sons.
I will help, but you should think twice before making deals with bandits in future.
Praise Athena. I will. Thank you.
Where can I find your farm?
Our mastic farm is to the south of town, in the Forest of Tears.
Where would the bandits have taken your boys?
When the bandits freed me to collect their drachmi, my sons were locked up on our farm. One's in the house, and the other's in a supply hut out back.
These bandits, what kind of deal did you make with them?
They would find us a farm to work on, and we'd share the profits with them. But then we found out the farm wasn't abandoned, and the bandits had killed the previous owners.
These bandits, how many are there exactly?
It all happened fast, but I'd say they were 10.
I'll go to your farm and see what I can do.
Please hurry. Deal with the bandits and save my boys before it's too late.
The farm... south of Chios, in the Forest of Tears. This must be the farm. The farm. These mastic trees are crying. Tears of Chios, that is. One of the sons must be here somewhere.
Is there any blood left in you?
Run! I'll save your brother! The sun must be in there.
Madrapi! Tell me where your father hid Madrapi!
You're free. Go back to your mother. I see your sons made it back to you. And those bandits won't bother you again. The farm is yours, if you still want it.
Praise Athena! My sons are both safe and sound. Thank you, mis tíos.
In the cedar.
Goddess of war and wisdom. I'm impressed with your work.
Did you expect any less?
I had hoped, but hiring you was a gamble.
Most things in life are.
I am perhaps a bit more willing to gamble than my fellow generals would like.
If you take no risks, you win no wars.
Exactly. How is it a mercenary understands this when the greatest generals of Athens don't?
I'm not sure whether I should feel flattered or insulted.
The Spartans are trying to find our supply lines. We've caught several spies already. We cannot afford such a loss.
Not if you want to keep your troops alive, no.
I need you to kill more of their commanders. Leave their hoplites without leadership. They'll be scrambling.
Are you sure? Spartans are fierce warriors.
Warriors, yes. Thinkers, no. They react like wild animals. Put them in a situation that requires genuine thought, and they fall apart. Kill the commanders and bring me their seals. We'll see how the other generals react to that.
I'll get you your seals.
The sooner the better.
I know what I have to do.
I call that impression the lapdog. I wonder how many scraps Hermippos has received from Cleon's table. Hermippos has gone too far, Socrates. Pericles gave everything to Athens. Yet, we must still hear of Cleon's greatness?
Aristophanes, have you not done seemly things to Hermippos?
How dare you compare me to that man? His plays are a nuisance. Something I could come up with in an afternoon, and a drunken one at that. Mine are for a clever audience.
The same audience you judge, should it not be clever enough?
Careful, Socrates, else I make you a character in one of my plays. Do you agree with Socrates that Hermippos should say what he wants?
This may be the first time I've seen Socrates listen more than he speaks.
Remember it well. You may not see it ever again.
I prefer to think before I speak, and now, having thought, I shall. Tell me, just as I am allowed to say what I wish, should not all be allowed to do the same?
Of course not. And there's much you've said that I'd say you shouldn't have, Socrates.
What if I say offends one, but is loved by another? Should I say nothing in fear of what people may think?
That would be nice, yes.
If you have such an issue with Hermippos, why not do something about it yourself?
I'd like to, but I haven't been able to find him. Maybe you'd have better luck.
It can't be that hard to find Hermippos.
That's what I thought as well. Maybe he's afraid I'll find him.
Once Hermippos is in front of you, what are you going to say?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but I promise you, it will be a grand spectacle.
It almost sounds like you're jealous of Hermippos.
Ha! Me? Envious of him? Making someone sad is easy, but making someone laugh takes true skill and talent.
Wherever Hermippos is, I'll find him.
I hope you do. His residence would be a good place to start.
Doesn't look like Hermippos is here. I should take a look around. Best stay out of sight. Looks like Cleon made notes for Hermippos on his play. Everyone's a writer. This is a lot of money for someone like Hermippos. Explains his residence, at least. Mask from the cult of Cosmos. Hermippos must be a member.
What's going on over there?
What is it?
I couldn't find Hermippos, but I did find out something about him. He's a member of the cult of Cosmos.
Then it's no wonder he attached himself so closely to Cleon. Discrediting Pericles and his beliefs in Athens would benefit Hermippos and the cult, I'd imagine.
Hermippos is definitely a problem.
Do you still believe he should say what he wants, Socrates?
I know not what I think, nor what I know.
Ah, yes, you deserve a play of your own.
What is a leader if he hides behind the walls he built himself? Send me fire, storm, or sickness, but bring me justice for my city.
Rest until your reign has ended.
have the habit of appearing the moment I need you. What a power I may wield.
Is there ever a time you don't need me?
Good point.
The drunk politician you had me take home? We ran into a bit of trouble.
That's terrible. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yes. Thankfully, we both made it out alive.
Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me.
You seem disappointed.
I'm just impressed you were able to save the both of you.
You said you needed something?
Ah, to business already. Fine. It's simple, really. There's an item that holds great sentimental value I'd like you to retrieve.
What do I need to find?
It's an Olisvos. If you saw it on the ground, even you wouldn't bend over to pick it up. But it means so much to me. To hold it again would mean more than you know.
I never took you for someone who cared for sentimental things.
I'm so much more than my beautiful face and flowing blonde locks.
Like what?
Well, let's see. People forget I'm an orphan, that Pericles isn't my father.
I know what it's like to lose family, too.
We have that in common. There's more to you than I thought, Miss Theos. Now, where were we?
You're a big boy. Get it yourself.
I sure am. But there's a small chance the woman who has it won't exactly be happy to see me again.
There has to be a story behind this thing.
When you see the Olisvos, you'll know. When you have it in your hands, against your skin, when you feel the weight of it, you'll know.
Every time we talk, it seems like you're about to sleep with someone. Or want to. Or you've just finished. Is this woman the most recent one?
Who said I slept with her?
It was a safe guess. How do you find time for anything else?
Determination, mostly. There's a closeness you can only feel with someone in those moments. Who wouldn't crave that?
I'll get the Olisvos for you.
There's a small chance the woman may wish to keep it for herself, to spite me. It may be best to go unseen and hurry back. She lives east of here.
Don't worry. You'll have it in your hand soon.
Αναγκαίωνες την το φυγή. Είμαστε φοβερά σουέτερ.
Something's not right over there.
Wait a minute.
Stop right there!
I pay drachmi to anyone who will sail for it.
Εξέλθω ταχαίως εντέφερ!
It's made out of stone. I guess that will work.
That's it in your hand. You've brought it. It's different than I remember it looking. And much bigger, too. She's going to miss it.
This was never yours, was it? You had me steal it.
We didn't just steal an Olisvos. We stole a family heirloom. and a husband's confidence. Without it, he'll be focused on his wife instead of his business. I think she'll enjoy the change of pace.
You lied! Again!
I don't think I did. I was very particular with my words.
You said it was sentimental.
It is, just not to me. There wasn't a single lie.
That's not how it feels.
The only thing that matters is you retrieved the Olyssvos and helped me a great deal.
What about me?
Now, we wash each other's backs, don't we? There's a reason you never turn me down, after all. How about I show you how these Olyssvos can make all the difference?
That's not what I meant. Yes, I can turn you down after all.
I deserve that.
These statues are incredible. That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
Socrates the horse thief. I can almost hear the stories they'll tell. Aristophanes will love this.
Unfortunately, those stories would be entirely fabricated. Although, I would like to see if you believe the stories should still be told once you know the truth.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where's the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
They won't ask any questions. Let's keep out of sight.
With me, she won't get away.
Let's fight!
Αληθώς του.
That's the thief. You won't escape.
Κίνησον τον βόδα. Κίνη. Προχώρη. Κίνη.
Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There's no other option?
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Have you decided what should be done?
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It'll do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is a correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
A power I wield indeed. I told you last time I thought I could summon you when needed, and it has happened yet again.
And for what this time?
My friend here needs to be taken to the sanctuary of Elefsis, near the border of Mecharis. He'll finish the trek across the border on his own.
So, do you want to lie to me now or later?
Whatever do you mean?
Is this friend of yours actually a friend? I'm not going to find out they're a wanted criminal or they don't actually want your help, am I?
I'm hurt that you jump straight to accusations. A relationship must be built on trust, after all.
Fuck you, Alcibiades. To get trust, you have to prove you deserve it. And you've lied to me more than once.
You and I have different views of trust. Nothing more. I've kept things to myself, but never to hurt you.
Let's get to it. I'm just supposed to take your friend across the border.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Carefully, if you can. Avoid roads, people, be invisible. My friend must be kept safe.
I'll make sure he's safe.
I'd hoped you'd say that.
Every time you ask me to do something secretly, someone dies. What is it this time?
Not everyone was born with your beautiful muscles built for, well, everything. Some of us work better by avoiding fights. This time, that's all I ask.
There are lots of safe passages through these parts. Tell your friend to go alone.
He could, but imagine if something happened and you saved him. Imagine the things I'd do to show my gratitude.
And why do you always turn to me?
You've proven yourself worthy. Plus, I like watching you walk away.
We should be on our way.
He needs to get to the sanctuary of Elefsis. It isn't far, although it may take you longer than usual.
It won't be a problem.
I'm glad we aren't going by sea. Alcibiades told me about you. He said you were blessed by the gods.
Move!
It's nice of you to help someone who don't know at all. We should stay on the safest route possible.
My suit!
I just want my reward! Come on! You meet your end today! Give up!
Away we go!
That's better. I was starting to get sweaty under that hood.
You're a woman.
Nice of you to notice.
Alcibiades said...
Exactly what I told him to. It was safer that way. I owe Alcibiades a lot for his help, and for trusting you with my life as well.
Enough lies. Tell me what's happening.
I said I was a man, so nobody would recognize me. I needed to escape my husband unseen.
And you trusted Alcibiades?
No one escapes my husband. He'd find me. It's been tough. I'm not sure I would have lasted much longer.
So let me guess. Alcibiades owed you a favor, or now has some scheme where you owe him?
I'm not sure what you mean. He didn't ask anything of me, and I've never known him to do so. I know many people he's helped at the expense of nobody but himself.
I'm glad I could help.
Please give Alcibiades my thanks. I only wish I had more to offer him. And you, for the help. I'll never forget either of you.
LFCs. What great mysteries do you hide from us?
The sun and moon combined could not grant the beauty that my bride-to-be was gifted. If the gods blessed me, they did so with one eye closed. But their eyes were wide open for her.
Please stop. Your poetry is sweet enough to make someone vomit.
I won't stop until the whole world knows how I feel.
So, you're in love.
Yes, the wedding nears, and there is so much to be done.
If you need help, I'm here for you.
Accepting before knowing what I ask of you? That's a rare surprise. I do still need a few things. Food for an offering, a ring, and some flowers. If you could bring them to my bride, Iris, she'll make use of them.
I've known you for a while now, but you've never mentioned Iris.
There's plenty I haven't mentioned. I'm sure you could say the same to me.
So what is it about Iris that turns you into, well, what I saw?
You're not jealous, are you? Don't worry. She's very open. I suppose that's one of my favorite things about her. The openness.
So, flowers, a ring, and food. Where can I find Iris?
She should be at the altar of love. Aptly named, don't you think? Oh, and don't be too taken by her beauty.
Here it is. Found it. There it is. They'll be on high alert here. These flowers should be good enough for the wedding. I think this would be a nice enough offering. Hopefully this jewelry is up to Alcibiades' standards.
Let me guess. Alcibiades sent you.
He did. How did you know?
He has a skill for making others do things he doesn't want to. On top of that, he prefers if those people are attractive. He's so predictable. It's what made this whole thing so easy.
It almost sounds like you're using him. What has been easy?
Making him fall in love with me, of course. Please, Alcibiades is not the man you marry for love.
Then why are you marrying him?
Alcibiades has a true chance of ruling one day. Well, he'll be the face, but I'll be the one truly leading. The Aspasia to his Pericles.
I'm impressed. I didn't think Alcibiades would ever be on the receiving end of something like this.
He's used to being on the receiving end.
Well, you definitely have something in common.
I'll pretend that was a compliment.
And what if I tell Alcibiades all of this?
Why would you? You've seen him, he's happy, and I'll make sure he stays that way. There's nothing wrong with me getting something in return, but it's your choice. Thanks for helping with the wedding.
It's all done.
Wonderful. So, what did you think about Iris?
You found a good one. I can see what you like about her.
I knew you would. Even though nothing could change my mind about her, it's always nice to get confirmation from others.
I hope you two are happy. You seem perfect for one another.
We'll be more than happy. Thank you for your help, Cassandra. I hope this isn't the last time we meet.
So what was all of this for? Everything you had me do couldn't have been for nothing.
You've earned my trust. Are you sure you want to know?
So that package in Corinthia?
I almost forgot about that. I needed to get rid of the Odoros to pay off a debt. Plus, I needed spies to infiltrate Vardas's command. And my plan worked. Thanks to you.
All right. What about the politician?
He was brilliant and opposed me. A fatal combination. So, he needed replacing. And I had a much dumber man perfect for the job. He survived the party and you got him home safely. But it didn't matter in the end.
The woman with the Olisvos.
We talked about this. It wasn't about the woman, but her husband. He governs the trade routes between Attica and Mecharis. Or, I should say, I do now.
What about your friend? The one pretending to be a man?
That was out of the goodness of my heart. And gods curse anyone who doubts that.
I've heard enough.
Aren't you going to ask me about Iris?
Let me guess. Rich house, respected family. With her wealth, you can rule all of Athens.
Of course not. I marry for love. If those other things happen, well, I wouldn't complain.
I never would have guessed.
Each time everyone sees a more serious Alcibiades. The Alcibiades I've only shown glimpses of in the past. One day you'll see everything I was working toward. And you'll know you helped make it happen. Attica and lands far beyond will thank you, even if they don't know your name.
I'm glad I could help. I'll make sure you don't forget me when you lead Athens.
I'd never forget you. You're far too useful.